You can now support me on my locals community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and by clicking the join button, you can support me for as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description and in the chat.
Good evening, everybody. Good to see you all back here. It is June 26th. Yesterday, this channel right here, Tom's Trains and Things, celebrated. Well, I didn't celebrate, but it was my 8-year anniversary on YouTube. Woohoo. Okay. That's enough of a celebration. Okay. Are you rested up from your vacation, Tom? Sorta. I'm rested up, but I 3 days a week I'm going to cardiac rehab, so not sure if that's resting me up or anything. It's working me out in early in the morning, so I'm rested up as far as I'm gonna get. So Jim Tedesco's in here. He's the first one in here. Gerald Stewart, good to see you. Jeff Sykes, all right, good to see you. That's the only ones that are talking tonight. Okay, so if you haven't done so already, smash that like button so this thing gets pushed out. YouTube isn't pushing anything out anymore, so you got to push it out for them. All right, tonight we're going to talk about train shows. We're going to talk about Train Show Hall. I got this stuff up here. You can't see it, but I got some stuff here. This is from the train show here, and the train show up there. And I got some stuff from the vacation that I never showed you before, but we're going to get to that. So we're going to do the train shows. We're going to do the Train Show Hall. We're going to do the thank you, and then we're going to get over on the workbench. Here's the workbench right here. We're going to be working on that kit right there, Prater paint, and I'm going to give you the details on the one above that, Hank's Fuel Company. We're going to be giving that away maybe next week once we finish up the Prater paint. We'll see how far we can get tonight on that one there. It's not too complicated. It's only got, let me see, it's got 7 walls on it. So it shouldn't be too hard. We don't have to paint anything. I think the only thing we have to paint is the corner pieces and some of the detailed parts on there. So we're going to get working on that pretty soon, but I want to thank everybody for supporting this channel. And here's how we do that here.
You can now support me on my locals community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and by clicking the join button, you can support me for as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description and in the chat. Thank you for your contributions during the live stream. I really appreciate it. I would also like to thank all the moderators who have helped me out in the past years. Thank you very much.
All right, like that guy said, thank you very much. And hello, Curtis. Like I said, are you ready? Curtis bought 3 of these overnighters from Bar Mills, and he just got them in the other day, and he sent me a picture of it. This one here, the Prater paint, some ale beer garden. Let me see, and let me see what the other one was. Okay, it is Burgundy Pale Ale and Clontz Automotive Service. So Curtis is ready to go. Hey, Reggie, good to see you in here. All right. And where does Curtis say hello? Oh, there you go. Okay. So let me just put this up here. Let me pull them right here. pull this page up here. Right there. And these are the 6 that are available: Citywide Transfer, Klontz Automotive Service, Pergandes, Prater Paint, Puffer Welding, and the Hardware Store, from $26.20 all the way up to $45. So 6 of them right there. So we're going to be working on Prater Paint. Okay, so there we go. Curtis says he's ready. All right. All right, good to hear. And there you go. Chris Ruggieri, good to see you in here. Glad you could make it in. We're going to be working on one kit tonight. We're going to talk about train shows. Let's get the train shows out of the way right now so we can get going with everything. Okay, here's all the train shows, and I hope this microphone right here works, because the last time I did it, well, I think before I went on vacation, it died out on me, so I didn't use it last weekend. And Gerald Stewart says, train show Saturday, August 24th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday, August 25th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Palmer Event Center, Austin, Texas. All right. Thank you for putting that up there, Gerald. Really appreciate it. So the next one around here is DeLand, Florida, July 13th. That's a Golden Spike Enterprises. We're going to go to that one, and hope to see somebody there, because that's always a good one. And then Pinellas Park, Florida, August 17th, Regal Railway. They're in Lopez Hall now in the summertime, because we don't have all the snowbirds, so they got a smaller venue, so they're not in the Performing Arts Center like they are in during season. So Duluth, Georgia, August 24th. That's also a Golden Spike Enterprises, and that is that's a good one too. We've been there a couple of times, and last week I mentioned that I couldn't find anything on RailServe. Apparently they discontinued, and somebody else got their website. I don't know what the deal is with it, but here's a link right here to the archive. This is the last one you're going to see. I found this on MRH forum. They were talking about other people noticed that they didn't have it up there anymore. So there it is right there. Okay, so Melbourne, Florida, September 7th. We'll probably go to that one, because these train shows are few and far between. And then Brooksville, Florida, September 14th. There's another Regal Railway one. And then the Villages, Florida, September 21 and 22nd. We'll be going to that one. That's always a good one. And DeLand, Florida, October 5th, another one in DeLand. We'll be going to that one also. And then Timonium, Maryland, October 12th and 13th. That's a maybe. We're thinking about that, depending on how much money we could save up. It's either going there, or we might save up a little bit more to go to Amherst in January. So we'll figure that one out when the time comes. And then Clearwater, Florida, October 26th. That's a Regal Railway. And Pinellas Park, Florida, November 3rd, Zitnik Sidewalk Sale. We've been to that a couple of times. It's always a good deal there. A lot of vendors have stuff there, and then Zitnik's inside sells a lot of good stuff there also. So at the train show this past weekend, I saw this one vendor. He had a lot of old Bar Mills originals in the plastic boxes, and they were priced a little bit high. There was only one in there that I didn't have yet, and he didn't want to come down in the price. I saw it on eBay for about $50, but I guess, you know, plus shipping, $50 plus the shipping, and probably bring it up to the $79. But I talked to Debbie, and if you watch the video, the boss has spoken, and I agree with her. I got to work on all these kits that I have here now before I buy any more Bar Mills kits, because I got quite a bit to go on, at least a dozen Bar Mills buildings and probably 20 other manufacturers. So I gave you the link for the rail serve. I don't know what the deal is with it, but there's a different website up there, railserve.com, and it's not train shows or anything like that, so I'm not sure what happened to them. Nobody knows what's going on. I didn't see an explanation anywhere on the forum or on MRH. They didn't say anything. They just somebody in there just popped up this link right here. But you can see, I think this goes all the way up to the end of the year. So we got that right there. Let me get down here. We got October, December. We got a few in February, January and February. So that's all that you're going to be able to see. Okay, so let's do the train show haul. Let me see if I can find that little doohickey there. Okay, so first ones, I bought some stuff from this guy one time before, and he is out of, I think he said Alabama, but Coda, there is the QR code right there, Coda Model Train World. All right. And he does 3D printing, but he also paints the stuff. So I'm always in need of pallets. So I bought a little bag of pallets already painted. And wooden barrels already painted. $5 a piece. I think that was well worth it. I hate painting, so that was well worth the $5 right there. Okay, and then Andy's wife selling cookies again. So we got this choo-choo steam locomotive right there. I didn't need it, and this one didn't break yet, so we'll be snacking on that one later. Okay, and then from Wes, I'm not sure what his last name is, but hey, Russ, how you doing? Good to see you. Picked up a couple of these. I got a couple of highway miniature from Jordan. I got a hot rod coupe, this one right here. That was $10. And Aaron's Fox fire truck right there. $10. And then Ford dump truck. This is a Wheelworks. He wanted $15 for that, and I said, okay, I'll give you that. But that'll fit in real nice. And these are hard to find. He had a lot of them though, but when I have more money, I'll get more, because I spent too much on the vacation. So there was another vendor there. It was an old guy. He doesn't have a card, but I got a lot of Athearn blue box stuff. I got a 34-foot hopper, Pennsylvania. And each of these was like $5, so there you go. Gotta assemble it. So I'll put that in my collection of items to assemble. And Chesapeake in Ohio, caboose, right here. There you go. And like I said, all of these were $5. 40-foot boxcar, Penn Central. There you go, right there. $5. And Caboose, Pennsylvania. Right there. Alrighty. So all of them was $5. So came out of there with some pretty good stuff. Didn't spend too much money. All right, now let's talk about what I got at while we was in Maryland and Pennsylvania. So I stopped at Star Hobby, and let me get these things down off the shelf. I got a bunch of rolling stock and some JTT stuff. So JTT always has a lot of good stuff. So these right here, that was $10, and this is $10. Got this at Al Puglisi did a video of a train store in Lebanon. So while we was coming back, we stopped in there and I got them. Not them, but I got these for Debbie. The caboose. The boxcar. And another boxcar. Okay. So I had to get Debbie stuff. But that was Drury's something. I don't know. I did a video on it. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. But Al Puglisi did a video on it. But the JTT, I got at Star Hobby. Okay, I got 3 gondolas, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, a different number. And Bethlehem. That's going to go in for my scrap yard. And I got 2 stock cars. B&O. And Rio Grande. The only thing, the stock cars, they didn't have different numbers on us. They had a lot of stock cars on there, but they didn't have the different numbered ones, so I had to get different road names on there. So these were $20 a piece. So, and I already showed you the kits that I got, so we'll leave it at that. But the one thing I didn't show anybody was what my nephew got me. He works at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. He's been working on the machines there for 25 years. And they retired a slot machine up there. And I thought I showed Curtis this. And I got to get this out and mount this somewhere in the train room. Because they used to have these up on the slot machines. Now this is thick glass right there. And boxcar bonus. Let me try to get the glare out of there. Okay, there it is. Boxcar bonus. So that's going to work out really nice because I'll put an LED behind it and it'll shine up really good. So He gave me that, plus a T-shirt and a stress thing, you know, a squeeze thing with a steam locomotive from there, and something else too, keychain thing here or something. I'm not going to put it back in the bubble wrap because it's too hard to get out of there, but I'll do it like that and just throw this over here. And Al Puglisi gave us a bunch of framed pictures from B&O. I won't show you that, but Debbie wanted them. He gave me a big one. I'll show you that one, but and then when we was at his house, he gave me 4 more. I said I didn't want it. I didn't have any more place to put it, but Debbie said I'll find a place. But he gave me this one right here. We'll be putting this one up in the train room. Let me get the glare off of that right there. Okay, so Harper's Ferry. All right. Okay, so that's it. Let's get down to the workbench now. All right. Yeah, I hit the jackpot. I didn't even have to go to the casino to hit the jackpot on there. Let me put some music on and we'll go over to the other place. Let me find the music here. Get up to the top of the playlist. And that one there, that one's got all the good ones on there. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So, boom. Okay. I hope that is not too loud. I got it down pretty far. And we'll head on over there. Russ is Rocco. We're going to have an after party tonight because we got some things to talk about. So we'll have that tonight after we get done with that kit, as far as we can go with that kit. Yeah, Chris Ruggieri said I might have played on that slot machine. There you go. All right. Yeah, he's been working on the machines up there for 25 years now. I said try to fix it so I could win, and he said I can't do that for you. Okay, so here's Hank's Fuel. Send an email to workbenchwednesday@gmail.com. Put Hank's Fuel in the subject line and tell me you want it. Continental USA only. And there's Jim. He just popped in on Rumble. Thank you for stopping in over there, Jim. Really appreciate it. Okay, we're going to work on this one right here. I have not opened it up. I have no idea what the instructions say or anything like that. I showed the video of what they were doing, how they package it, and how they had the stuff laid out on the table. So that's as far as I seen. I didn't read the directions. I didn't look closely at the parts or anything like that. You know, the corner pieces or anything. All I know is they're using the old style corner pieces. Like on the newer kits, they use the 1/16 of an inch squares, and on this, I guess they're 1/16 of an inch, but they're the stacked square, so it actually looks almost like a figure 8. So half of it sits on the inside of the joint, and half of it sits on the outside of the joint. So it gives you a bigger gluing surface. So let's grab this right here. Okay. Alright, so here are the corner pieces. And actually they are not square, they are rectangular. I don't know if you can see it like that, but you'll get the idea. But they fit in the behind and on the outside. So we got some sidewalk, and you can see all the walls, they're already pre-painted, so you don't have to worry about painting anything on there. Right there. Okay, here's probably some of the signs. I'm not sure what that is. Probably the base and the top. Okay, here's the size. And when I'm finished with this, I'll show how they put this together and cut it. Now if you watch the video, this doesn't stick to the entire sheet. It just fell off in the machine itself, so they don't leave any little tabs on there to hold it in place. They already cut it off. They do that at the factory, so you don't have to do it here. So you got peel and stick. So look, this we're going to have to paint, and these detail parts we're going to have to paint, and these corner pieces we're going to have to paint, and the sidewalk and the roof, the tar paper roof. So that's no big deal. We do that with spray paint. Here's the acetate. Here's the signs. Okay, you got the MDF board here to put the signs on right there. So a pretty easy kit, and we're going to take a look at what the instructions say. Not a lot involved in this thing, and not a lot of instructions, so we'll get that out of the way right there. Put this over here, put that over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then okay, back there. Okay, so that's the little bump out right there. The back of it has this part of the bump out on it. So okay, so the concept is new, and the learning curve is important. Read this carefully. Whether you have just one or all of the kits in the Overnighter series, the same thing will apply. Okay, so let me do this right here. Number 1, Overnighters are printed on a scratch-resistant vinyl. Even lightly sanding them may remove their printed surface. Avoid sanding. Use only PVA white glue. Yellow glue, if gotten on the printed surfaces, can stain them. White glue will do the same, but to a much lesser degree. PVA glue can also double for installing plastic windows where regular yellow glue is not effective for that application. I don't use yellow glue on it anyway. Keep a moist shop towel handy for immediately wiping away any glue squeeze out as it happens. Installing the included interior bracing on the interior faces of the side walls will greatly enhance the gluing surface for the building. Be sure that the bracing aligns flush with the sidewall's vertical edges. Let them dry thoroughly before assembling the building. Windows and door assemblies, as well as building corner posts, should be painted and assembled before installation. These components are treated in a traditional way, just like any other craftsman. Okay. Kit. Okay. The exploded view of the structure illustrates the installation of the corner posts. Make sure they kit have installed before starting actual assembly. So you do the corner post before you put the building together. It's often preferable to add the windows and doors, both freight and passenger, to the building walls before assembling the structure together. Working on a flat surface can add additional control and accuracy to the model. The windows and doors are pretty much all insertable. Prime and paint them before installation. Window glass can be installed at the same time. The glass must be installed accurately for it to fit in the holes provided on the windows. Be very careful to avoid glue squeeze out or have any glue touch the printed surface. The printed area must not be sanded. Have a damp cloth or hand to quickly wipe off any glue that ends up on the face of the already finished wall panels. This all sounds scary, but it's simply a matter of understanding that any light glue or paint that has been added to already painted surface can only do them harm. So just be a bit careful. No big deal. Priming, painting, and detailing. Any included detail casting in the kit is done in a traditional method. Nothing new here. If you choose to glue any details against the building, use rubber-based cement such as Walter's Goo. The printed wall surface do not work well with traditional water-based adhesives. Be sure to scan and view the 2 videos for additional information. Okay, so I didn't do that, so we might have to go over there and watch the videos and see what was going on. So he says use PVA or white glue. So he's saying use rubber cement to add the windows, the plastic windows, into these panels here. Now these panels are I'm not sure if they're MDF board. They could be MDF, but is that what they call them? I don't know if they call it anything here or what, but it's probably what that is. Okay, but it's straightforward. Same thing as regular stuff. You show all the exploded view of it. Okay, so we're going to have to paint these before we add them to the walls. So we're not, normally I would prime these outside and then paint them any color close to what the walls will be, which would be white. So I'm going to show you how these go on here. And we're not going to be able to assemble them, but they just get glued on there like this. And so when they're glued on, the other wall, let me see, where's the front wall? Goes like this. No, that's the back. What side's this? Okay. That's the back. So this is the wall here. That goes there. So this one here. So this one just fits right in there, like that. And so it shows like the corner piece, but you have a glue-in surface on the inside, if you could see that. What I should have done was read the directions while I was over there, so I would have known that I had to paint these before, and with my experience, we should have known that. But anyway, that's all we got to do on that. Very, very easy. And so let's see what these other pieces on here. Upper and lower cardstock roofing trim components for use with roofing panel 7. Okay, so here's the two roofing panels there. I guess that gets sandwiched in between this one here, and that one there goes on the overhang on that side. So basically, this kit is going to be the same as everything else. The only thing is we don't have to paint anything or do any decals on here. So I'm going to set this up for painting. And I'll put these on these clips, and I'm going to put them on here on a way that I'm only going to clip half of it. So one half is going to have a good surface, and the other half is going to, you know, have the little alligator clip on there, but that don't matter because that's going to be on the back end where the gluing surface is. So we'll just set these up here. And probably what I'll do is I'll just take I have a white primer, so instead of glue, you know, doing a gray and then going over with the white, maybe I'll do the gray because that'll give it a little bit, make it a little bit darker. So if I do it just plain white, it will be too light for this wall right here. Hey, Ken Amos, how you doing? And Dundas Junction. Good to see you in here. All right. Anybody else pop in? Okay, that's it. This is the overnighters. Very little to do on this, but oh, I got one more clip in there in the middle. Okay. So I'm going to set these up for painting. And we'll just hit this with the gray primer and then go over with the white paint. And that'll be all we need for these surfaces right here. Okay, so let me see if I can find the paint. I'll have to take it outside. Okay, like I read on the back here, Art suggests using Walmart gray primer. It used to be $1, but it's not $1 anymore. But I use whatever gray primer that I could find. I'm going to use this one right here. I just go over it real light, and then I'm going to go over it with this. This is a white primer, but I found when I use this white primer here, it doesn't coat very well. You need something underneath it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so listen to the music, and maybe I'll throw on the one video while I'm out there painting, so you have something to do while I'm doing this. And I hope that the one video or the one clip that I have doesn't have the music in it. Okay, there's no music on this one here. I'm going to turn off the blues, And I'm going to put this one on, and I'm going to go outside and paint while this thing is running.
30-ish, 35, roughly. Predominantly all HO. We do keep some N scale windows. It's pretty much all HO. So we'll have 3, 4, 5,000 of each one of these on hand. So we have these drawers all over the building with just extra windows and doors. Whenever we're doing a project, you know, say we've got a kit, it's got this door in it. We're doing 100 kits, we need 2 of them. We've got to have all this stuff on hand.
Yeah.
We can't wait for it to be made and shipped to us. So this is where we kind of keep all of that. And this is a representation of everything that we keep in stock. This here is the machine that we make all of our shingles on. Right? At least the regular unpainted, unweathered shingles that you would get in a regular kit. So we'll drop something in here. So this is going to do a rolled roofing shingle or asphalt shingle with nail holes. So this is a 2-ply paper, has a sticky top, and then just a regular paper bottom.
Yeah.
What I'm doing is I'm actually cutting through the top layer and not touching the bottom layer.
Okay, got the green primer on
That out. And then that's right, and that peels right off.
Okay.
What this does is it allows the modeler to be able to do any kind of weathering, all
That's
of
like
those things.
like the tar paper.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Without having to put it on the building or handle them individually. You can kind of, especially when you're doing something like shake shingles, things like that.
Yeah.
You can really kind of see what it's going to look like before you even lay it down. So this here is a shake shingle. We actually used to do these on our other machines, and a file like this would take 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Here it takes about 30 seconds. So we're able to do them a lot faster and, you know, larger quantities at a time. You do have to stand here. Generally, we'll be packaging something over here while this is running because, you know, there is a few seconds in between.
So it's all just one at a time.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Typically, this machine would be seen in a manufacturing line. They would prop it up, and it would either etch like a barcode or a serial number or something like that on a product as it goes by. So what we're using it for is, I promise you no one else in the country is doing this.
Yeah.
But then it goes right off.
Yeah.
So you can really kind of weather everything really well, kind of get an idea of what you're going to get without any kind of glue, doing anything, and then peel and stick it. All right. I'll take you upstairs.
Okay. All right, so here we go. I got it primered and painted in 3.5 minutes. Okay, those primers on the wood don't take very long to dry, so you can get 2 coats on it in no time. Now, it was a little dark out there and I had the light on, but there was one surface on there that I didn't get. That's on the bottom, but that's a surface that's going to be on the inside, so that doesn't matter, but there doesn't take long, so that's done right there. Now you could do the same thing with the windows. Cut the windows out like you normally cut the windows on a normal kit, and do it the same way. Put it on the alligator clips like that, and or else put it on masking tape, and go for it. I'm going to show you another video of how they assemble their kits. This is upstairs where it's hot.
Put into the bags, put in the boxes. So everything is manufactured downstairs, brought up here, and then for each product we have these kit maps. What this is this is a map that tells me every single thing that should be in that box. It's a physical, to-scale representation of every part to the kit. That way, when we're making kit 1 or we're making kit 1000, hopefully we've got everything. It's all here. Generally, not so much this time of year, but January, February, December, every square inch of these tables is covered with one of these mats because we're just constantly rotating product. And we always have something to make. So these are, like I said, if God forbid I died in a car accident, somebody could come up here, lay this down, and know, okay, well, that's what goes in this box. We also keep all of our extra windows, doors up here, like I said, downstairs. And then over here is where we keep all of our HO kits and O-scale kits. We don't manufacture to a specific number as far as, we always have kits on the shelf. It's not something where, we'll get an order for 10 of these and then we make 10 of them. We're generally making 40, 50, 60 of every product whenever we make it. Just so that way we're not constantly stopping and having to go back and make more and more. So, needless to say, we always end up with extra parts. So this is where we're able to keep those. But what that allows us to do is when I'm laying out a map again, I've already got some parts. We've already got a jump start on, how many ever we're making again. Like I said, we've got HO, O-scale, all of our N-scale stuff here. We don't make as much S-scale anymore. We've kind of phased out of the S-scale, but where S-scale has kind of died away, O-scale has, very, very much filled that gap. At this point, pretty much everything we manufacture, any new product, comes out in N-scale, HO scale, and O-scale. Sometimes N-scale and O-scale will take a little bit longer just because of the manufacturing process and scaling buildings and things like that, but eventually we try to make it so that at least we're covering those 3 scales. At this point we have probably 150 HO scale structures, maybe more than that. Every once in a while we'll kind of go through and figure out, okay, well, do we want to make this anymore? Do we want to change this? But then we have quite a few that we've been making for years and years, and we'll continue to make.
Yeah, I'm just going through all the names and seeing which ones I don't have yet.
Sure. And then in the back there, we keep all of our extra resin castings, things like that. Like I said, along with the windows, we have to have everything in stock on hand. So before we run out of something, we're already ordering it. And, whenever we order something, it's, especially if it's resin castings, things like that, we'll order a couple hundred of each piece at a time. We're constantly moving product out the door. A lot gets done in such a small building.
Yes, it does. It's hot up here, though.
It does. It gets real hot. We have the windows, but, unfortunately, heat rises.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm over at the workbench and I'm cutting out the windows, so I'll be right back over there to switch things around for you. Those are 2 clips. I'll show you more clips, but I'll show you that on Rumble because it has music in the background, and I can't do the music stuff on YouTube because they'll knock me off. So let's go back over there. And while you was watching that, I put tape on my yardstick right here and open up the detail parts. And we're just going to add these things so we could prime them. And paint them the desired color. But we're not going to do that tonight. But I just wanted to give you an idea of how to get started on this thing and what you need to do with it. I was in the dark just like you until I opened this thing up. Hey William, how you doing? We're working on an overnighter And we're not going to finish it tonight because we got to do some painting on this, and I want to let this stuff dry right here before I let it before I glue it on to these walls right there. But I'll make a video of it, and so you could watch and refer to it. It's an overnighter. It doesn't take very long. So I had these corner pieces done in about 3 minutes. That video was 3.5 minutes. And I took it outside, put 2 coats, the gray primer on it, and then the white primer over top of that. And I'm just sanding these down right here, getting the little nubs off of it. But this is just like any other kit. And I used to get the stuff from Tichy, but I think they're getting all their stuff from upstate New York somewhere. And here's the sidewalk. And we'll have to primer that. And I'm just going to hit this with black spray paint. And I might not even have to do it because I still have all this left over from the last kit, Lenny's, which I have right here. I didn't get finished with it, but I'm almost done with it. But you see how you just spray paint it. This right here becomes that once you spray paint it, and this is peel and stick. And that's what the first video was, how they make these. Okay, so there we go. William Buckby, I can hardly wait until we officially are buying the house and I can start my layout in the basement. All right. Glad you have a basement. All right. Good deal. Always good to have a basement. They don't have basements here in Florida. We got to rely on the garage. Okay, I'm going to end this here on the workbench right here. I'm going to make the video of me gluing these together and painting these windows, and this is the same thing over here. We're going to have to paint this. This looks like it's peel and stick. Yeah, that's peel and stick. And normally on a regular kit they'll have PS on there to tell you it's peel and stick, but they didn't do that on here. But you can see that it's got the protective coating on there. There's adhesive on the back. But this is the storefront. It goes right here. And we'll have to paint that and put the clear plastic, cut it to that. And here is the frame for the signs for up there. And here is the base for the signs. So that's all the stuff that we have to paint. We'll have to paint that, put a primer on that, put a coat on that, put a primer on this, and put a coat of paint, the desired coat on that. And this turns into that right there. So that's all you have to do in these kits right there. Yeah, basements in Florida are indoor swimming pools. Yeah, there you go. They're above ground indoor swimming pools. Yeah. Independence, Missouri. I was there one time. Okay, so I'm going to go back over to the other side. And we'll talk a little bit over there. Okay, you only got the top part, but all I was doing was sanding the windows there. Curtis sent me an email or text. But basically, all I did was when I cut the windows and doors off, I just sanded the top and bottom where the flash is. So I'm going to have to continue this with a video so you can see what the hell's going on with it. And we'll put that out in the next couple of days. So I was hoping I could get a little bit further with it, but I didn't really plan anything. I didn't look at anything ahead of time. I just wanted to go at it like anybody else would in the dark to see what you got to do. It's the same as any other kit, but it's a little bit easier because you don't have to play around with painting the walls and putting decals on the wall. You got the signs that you do, and you got the windows that you have, windows and doors in the storefront that you have to paint, and the corner pieces and the roof. So that's the only difference, but it makes it a lot easier. Otherwise, you'd be spending time prepping all the walls. You'd be putting bracing on it. You don't have to put bracing on there because it's thick enough, and you don't have to worry about painting it and it warping. So they did all that ahead of time. So we're going to do this on the after party. I'm going to do a couple of more videos. If you want to go over to Rumble and see what we got over there, I'll put the link over here what the Rumble live stream is, and hopefully you go over there and we'll talk about a little bit more on this, and we'll talk about some other things on there. Not going to be on Rumble tonight. Severe storm out, and I'm shutting things down. Lightning hitting really close. Good night. Good night, Ken. Stay safe. Yeah, Jim says, time to Rumble. Yeah, let's go on over to Rumble. Okay, what time is it right now? It's 8:59. Let me put the outro in here, put the swirly smoke. We did not get a chance to go to and get another swirly smoke video. Bring it on the swirly smoke. We ended up coming back, making a beeline to Florida because we just basically ran out of money. That's all it is to it. We spent too much being up there for almost a month. Well, actually, we were there a month. So let me find on the outro here. I want to thank you, everybody, for stopping in. And we'll see you next Wednesday, and I'll put up a video of more stuff on this in the next couple of days, so you can see how we finish it up.
Oh, I got a little girl who's been waiting, promised that she'd marry Mr. Can we leave their seat? I'll shovel coal, Lord, to pay my fare. Gotta get this train down to the station. My little girl waiting for me. Well, the night is dark and Lord, it's cloudy. I've been traveling that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. Want that low train to carry me back? Well, they left Columbus around 7. been traveling this lonesome. My one true love waiting there to see. Will that long old train back?
Train, 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 won't you carry me home? Good night, everybody. See you over on Rumble. Bye-bye.